Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of CuriousJ Talk. I'm going to be posting a lot of stuff today. It just seems to be a lot of news, and I'm excited about it. I love doing this. This is so much fun. And I'm always looking forward to hearing what you all have to say about everything I put up, whether you like it or you don't. So let's get started. We are getting some news, some Star Wars news on the TV side. So let's talk about some of the TV shows and stuff that are coming out. Well, now actually. So there's been some rumors about different shows and everything, but the main shows that we have are coming up. One of them is called The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian is basically what's the storyline? The storyline is basically Here's the storyline for it. It's an IMBD storyline. After the stories of Jango and Boba Fett, another warrior emerges in the Star Wars universe. The Mandalorian is set after the fall of the Empire and before the emergence of the First Order. We follow the travails of a lone gunfighter in the outer reaches of the galaxy, far from the authority of the New Republic. So basically, it's going to be not in the same, area of space that the rest of the movies and stuff are. So that's going to be neat. Some of the directors of it are going to be Dave Filoni. I'm pretty sure a lot of you all know who that is. He did the Clone Wars and basically handles all that stuff on the Disney Channel. The Disney Channel, the Star Wars stuff. Also, Bryce Dallas Howard. We all know her from Jurassic Park series. She'll be doing it. And I'm looking forward to Taika Waititi. And we all know him from Thor Ragnarok and What We Do Behind in the Shadows, I believe it's called. There's a series coming out. I cannot wait for that. That's going to be great. George Lucas actually has some writing credits on it, too, along with Jon Favreau, which Jon Favreau, we know, is the Iron Man director. He basically probably started it all. And he's actually the executive producer. Dave Filoni is also an executive producer. Kathleen Kennedy, yeah, I'm not. I guess she's there for a certain reason, but who knows. But yeah, so and the main character of the Mandalorian is going to be played by Pedro Pascal, who we all know from Game of Thrones. And I think he was on The Great Wall with Matt Damon. So also in the show is Gina Carano, Nick Nolte, Carl Weathers, among others. So it sounds interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing it. That's probably going to be the first series that pops out, in Disney Plus. There's another one coming out also, and it's basically, I guess, a prequel to Rogue One, and it's the story of Cassian Andor. So there's not really a lot to go on, but it's going to be the prequel is going to take place during Cassian's life in the early years of the rebellion. That's what they're saying, and we all know he eventually joins Jyn Erso as they go to seal the Death Star plans and figure out how to destroy the Death Star. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. That's Rogue One happens to be probably my favorite of the new films. Amazingly, it is. I enjoy how dark it was. I enjoy that the characters were all not perfect. They always, they just had their own flaws, and it was great. It was a great film, especially the end. And I'm not going to ruin it for anybody, but if you saw the end, I actually yelled out. I mean, not yelled out, but I said, "Oh, heck yeah." I mean, I was like, "Oh, yeah." And so, watch it if you haven't watched it. And if you haven't watched it, shame. I wonder if y'all going to get that one. So, so that's another series coming out, which they're really, going hard on this whole Star Wars thing. When everyone has been wanting for years and years, all of a sudden Disney Plus, and that's probably what they were waiting for, Disney Plus, to put it out. I'm like, it's great. I'm excited. Also on the Disney Plus Star Wars side, the Clone Wars is coming back. So it's season 7. And the funny thing is, when I started watching Clone Wars, I was like, oh, it was so made for kids. And I'll never forget one episode that raised my eyebrows and I went, huh? They were arguing with this guy or something like that, or fighting with this guy, and I guess he had somebody, like he was hostage, and Obi-Wan was in front of him, or I believe, if I can remember correctly, and he's basically trying to get away, and all of a sudden, he gets stabbed behind the back by Anakin in his lightsaber. And I remember going, wait a minute, what? And after that, I was hooked, and it got more adult, which was great, and the stories got better. When it wasn't so kid-like, it was just getting better and better, and and it seemed like people started really, really liking it more. I wish they would understand that and don't make it so kid-friendly, like Star Wars Resistance. It's not terrible, but it's not the greatest thing in the world, and it's just like you sometimes just want to strangle that character, the main character. So, anyways, here's some recent, very, very recent news that just came out, I think, yesterday, I believe. There is a new report that indicates there's a third and unannounced live-action Star Wars series coming to the Disney Plus streaming service. And no one knows what it is, but I guess it's begun production, and no one knows at all what's going on. I mean, it's like it just came out, so we have no idea what it's going to be. So they say they apparently what was the site that was let me see if I can find. There was a site that actually broke the news. Fantha Tracks broke the news. Give total credit to Fantha Tracks on this news breakage. Apparently, they anticipate that the details of the series will be revealed at Star Wars Celebration in mid-April. They could be. They don't know yet, and they're just saying, that's what they believe. None of it's been officially announced, but they have a feeling that that's what's going to happen. So will they make it? Maybe not, but it looks like they are, which would be, a third series? Sold. And the more Star Wars scene, I'm looking forward to The Mandalorian. I'm looking forward to that Cassian and Andor series, and the Clone Wars. So they seem to be doing pretty good on this TV side. So we'll see. I'm not positive. But we'll see. We don't know anything about the series too much. The most we know about is obviously The Mandalorian and Clone Wars. Clone Wars more so. So yeah, what do you guys think about the news that there could be another Star Wars TV series in development? Discuss. Tell me what you think. If you want it, if you don't want it, and leave a like if you like what you heard and saw. Subscribe, and I will be back on another episode most likely very soon, because like I said earlier, I have a lot of stuff I'm doing right now to pop out here on the site. So I'll see you again on another episode of CuriousJ Talk. Bye-bye.